Hey traders, welcome back. This is my week in review, and it's getting close to the end of the month, so it's going to kind of be a month in review. Let's get into it. Last week, I think I ended off on line like 34, but I had some other trades still in process, which was 22, 23, 26, 30, and 33. So let's look at this 22 here. I had this open and collected $1,400 for two contracts on SMCX. It had gone way down below my strike price, and so there wasn't much value left. I decided to buy this back for 130, so I ended up with 1270 on that, and then I can do another trade for these 200 shares and make some more premium. Line 23 was another one. This is NVIDIA. It had a short strike at 25, delta 29, 200 shares, so two contracts. I did a buy to close on this, and I collected 516 originally and bought it back for 182.08. So I collected about 333.92 at the end of that. The next line 26 was TQQQ, three contracts. The short strike was 67. I did another buy to close on this. This one had almost breached my strike price, so I decided to buy this back. So the difference between the premium collected and the money spent to buy it back was 36. So I ended up still in the positive on that one, and made another trade on that, which I can show you below as we go along. And the next one is line 30. I had a trade of two contracts at a short strike of 5, which is my cost, and the current price at the time was 457. I just did a buy to close, pretty much break even on that, and then I sold this at a little bit of a loss. It was right around 475 or something, I think, by the time I had closed this out. So lost a couple dollars there, but this wasn't really worthwhile, and I didn't want to sit here and mess with it, so I just closed it out. It's not a big deal, not a lot of money there. Next line was 33, I believe, was TNA, and 500 shares there. Oh, that's still in process. That's due to expire 411. Let's go look at that. TNA. This is the leveraged ETF against the Russell Index, I believe. Yeah, 411. And I've got 5 contracts going there. The average credit is 65. I'm kind of looking at my estimated cost to buy this back. When it gets to 50%, which is I'm about there now, close these out. Or if like the delta here gets above 25 or 30, it's things are starting to. It kind of tells me that the price is going against me. I might buy this back this week and see, because it's reached 50%. From what I collected. Average credit is 65 times 5 shares. I could buy these back at 32, but I'll let theta decay a little bit more. But that one is, let's see, the strike price was 37. Right now it's trading at 29. Market's gone down this week because of renewed announcements for more and more tariffs, and so that wasn't good for the car industry. Tariffs were announced on the auto industry that are supposed to hit April 2nd, so in just a couple days, and that brought everything down. So it's the good thing is I'm still making premium, so we'll keep going here. So this is line 33, and I think that is it. The rest were already buy to close, and I think we left off the last video at line 34. So this next line 35, Alibaba. I was doing I'm going to start doing maybe some spreads here. So I had a short strike at 132, long strike at 127. So I have here vertical put credit spread here as the type of trade. The delta applies more towards the short strike that I sold. So just 100 shares, collected 110, and the price was right around my short strike at the time, so I decided to buy this back for 80. So I collected 30, and it was a good experiment. I might make another make some more of these, or I might do some call credit spreads because the market's gone down. I might start looking at some more bearish spreads, experimenting with those. Amazon had this 200 shares going against my leaps option, buy to close, collected 80, bought it back for 32.08, and so I collected 47.92. Usually I let these decay a lot more, but I've been kind of just buying these back, thinking like in these trying times, maybe when they hit 50% profit or so, doesn't hurt to buy them back if you are still making money on them. So this next one, NVIDIA, this is a 200 shares, short strike at 128, delta 25, collected 234, did a buy to close on this, so I bought it back for 48, ended up with 186. TQQQ, this is kind of like from before where I did a buy to close. I had, what was it at, originally it was 67. This new trade was the strike price of 73. It was a delta of 15, so it's pretty safe. Did a buy to close on that, so I collected 156, bought it back for 24, ended up with 132. And this next one, SMCX, short strike of 37. So the price has really gone down here. SMCX, I'm trying to, this is very risky, but I'm trying to average down because my cost for SMCX is pretty high. My average cost is 95.35, and I've got 400 shares. The premium on this is really, really good. It has gone down quite a bit. Now it's down to 32.16, but at the time it was higher than 37. So I'll probably be assigned this. This is a put, 200 shares at 37, but that'll bring my average cost down, and I can maybe start making more premium selling covered calls with 600 shares instead of just 400. So I collected 832 on that, and that's in process. After closing out this Amazon up here, I decided to do another Amazon against my leaps, and let's see, what was it before? 210 before, now it's at 215, delta 10. Collected 94 and did a buy to close at 22, so I ended up at 72 there. Saw another NVIDIA. Before it was 128, now it's at 124 because the market's gone down. The delta is 13, so still pretty safe. And collected 106, did a buy to close for 26, so I ended up at 80 there. So a lot of little base hits here, and that's good. I'm trying to keep my deltas, if I can, under 20. SMCX doesn't really, the deltas are usually a lot higher. This BABA one was pretty high, but as you can see, I'm trying to keep my deltas pretty low and safe. Decided to do a couple daily trades on IWM. So 400 shares there, collected 104, bought these back for 12, so ended up with 92. Did it again the next day, a one-day trade, 1 DTE, and about the same strike price. Delta, it was 15, so it's safe. Collected 112, did a buy to close, and bought this back for 32, and the result was $80. And this next one, TQQQ, 3 contracts, so 300 shares, at a short strike of 64. So I went from 73 with a 15 delta to 64 with a 16 delta. So you can see the prices and everything have really dropped. That's in process right now. I collected 150. Did another Amazon trade against my leaps. Collected 90. That's in process. This SMCX, I think it was due to this one. I think it might have been this one. This one expired, so I had 200 shares that I could trade with. It was one of the other. It was this one or the other one. This one expired, and the other one buy to close. So I just opened these up again at a different strike price, so $44. Collected $412, and that's in process right now. Dividends from my high yield. I got a couple high yield plays still open, SPY-I and IWMI. So SPY-I collected 102 there, and that's being dripped back in to buy more shares. And this one 118, and then I've got a JEPQ trade that let's look at that JEPQ. This one collected $58 on that one, so I believe that all adds up to $281.45. I've collected some interest on the cash I've got sitting in the sidelines, and so overall this column here adds up to, this column N adds up to 64.41.18 for the month. I might make one more trade. We've got one more day on Monday of this month, so I might bump this up a little bit. But even though the market is still going way down on the holdings I have, hopefully they'll come back up and I'll have the value back up in my account. And I'm still collecting premium, so that's good. It's hard to notice the premium in my account because things have gone down so much, but I've got a lot of shares that I can sell covered calls with. And again, the ones in red are, they're below my cost. I really got to keep an eye on those and not let them go in the money. I've got to buy them back. And if they go in the money, you have to buy them back for more than what your premium collected was. But that's the risk you take, because it's usually less than, letting these go at a lower cost than what I bought them for. If any of this is confusing to you and you don't know what a covered call is or cash secured put and what these trades are, I've got a couple videos, so just check out my channel. Actually, the main one on the wheel strategy will teach you about the calls and puts. I mainly am sticking with calls and puts and just sticking with the basics, but I'm trying out vertical put credit spreads and different kinds of spreads, and so I might make some videos with just lessons on what I've learned on how to do those. A lot of trades this month. Still a pretty good amount of income. What I'm trying to do to stay safe in this economy is to just try to stick with a little bit lower deltas, have my deltas be more safe, and collect less premium. But the one big ticker that's got a lot of premium coming in for me is SMCX, but that's actually pretty risky. I'll probably be assigned 200 more shares for this put here. That'll bring my average cost down, but the premiums are good. Let's go take a look at that. I think these are all due to expire 4/17, so 4/17, 4/17. So SMCX, I've got 400 shares right now. I'm going to be acquiring 200 more, so I'll have 600. I've got this put in play to acquire those. And I've only got one call. I could actually do another call, so I can do that right now. I can show you how to do a call. So this is 2 sells. That's 200 shares. I own 400 shares at SMCX, so I can go in here, I can go trade, and I can go sell, call, April 17th in 18 days. My average cost is like 95 bucks. I'm not going to get that because the stock is so low now. I'm not going to be able to make premium on that, so I can try to sell at a strike price that where I can still make some premium, but it's not likely to hit. So going from 32 to 50 would be pretty safe. The delta is 19, so that's pretty safe. I don't anticipate this going up past 50, so I could hit this, and that would make $1.05 per share. And so that'd be $105 per contract, and I can do 2 contracts. The bid and the ask is 105 to 130. I might go like in the middle of that. Let's say, maybe not in the middle, but maybe 115. So that would mean I make about 230. So it's 229. And that's how I would do that. I would just add this to my sheet. Delta 0.19. Current price 32.16. And this is Sunday. I'm not sure if this trade will look the same once the market opens. The price might jump up or down, and might not be able to make this trade, but I'll adjust when that time comes. So that's it for this week and for the month. I hope you got some value out of this, and if you are liking these videos, please hit the like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and get me noticed in the algorithm. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.